She. I'm gonna talk about children, my children, from my perspective, my personal opinion. You know what I mean? I don't know about nobody else's opinion. But this is how I raise my children. I spend a lot of times with them. I study them. I analyze them. You know? I watch every little things about my children. And in doing so, it only reflects my childhood, how I became who I am today. These children reflect these things that goes back to myself because it's the same DNA. Whatever I done with my thoughts, it's in my children. And so when they exhibit these characteristics, I study them. I analyze them. You know what I mean? And I keep it raw as soon as possible with my children. I ain't sugarcoating nothing with them. You know what I mean? Because I study a lot of people out here in the white man's country, man. They feel to raise the black children like white kids, man. Like, you know a child is doing the wrong thing or asking for the wrong things. You need to keep it straight with the child. You need to, like, hey, son, you know, shit, I keep it raw daily with my children because look at the world, man. We ain't finna sugarcoat nothing. We paint the pictures the way the world is to our children. You know what I mean? It's not the time to lie to them, to make them feel like everything is good. Nothing is good. Look around you. You know? So that programming that has been there from our childhood days that we've been indoctrinated with since our childhood days is whack. Because a lot of our folks did not tell us the truth. You know, they're trying to hide and seek with us. So we grow up and seek the shit out of ourselves. And we get to realize that, oh, they didn't do their jobs well. So you know what? Having children, or if you have one, you have to keep it real to them as soon as possible. Because when you do that, you're safe. The children always knows what time is it with Papa. You know? The children always knows what time is it with Papa. Because when they come out here, they ain't gonna be, you know, jumping around and playing around so unnecessarily and all of that. Because I'm about our serious shit. That's religious to me. You know? So my children always know, Papa don't like this, Papa don't like that. No, not that we're gonna behave like, you know, yeah, we spoiled kids. Man, ain't nobody entertained my foolishness when I was growing up. They checked me out because I had to grow up with a whole lot of goons in the house. You know what I mean? All of my 9 uncles and shit, all of them goons, man. You gonna take slaps and all of that. Shit. And that's how we grew up. We grew up with some lion's heart. And that's what I'm impacting into my children, to grow up without lion's heart. To not back down, to not give up. To always to always raise the regular bro in pride. You know? So I tell my children every time, yo, keep it real, be straight. Don't come around here playing around here and there. I show them love, enormous love, maximum love. You know what I mean? I give all this love to them because when I was growing up, Papa wasn't there. And that shit got us fucked up. A lot of the times people make babies, they ain't spend time with the babies. You know what I mean? Instead of spending time, spending time with your children is more valuable and more precious than buying them fake stuff. Because all of these fake stuff, it's not growing the mind of the children. Remember, growing the mind of the children is heel belangrijk. I'm speaking Dutch now. It's heel belangrijk. It's heel belangrijk. It's very, very necessary and important. You know, bigging up the child's mind. Because, you know, a whole lot of vicious cycle been creating around us. It affects us big time. All these corrupting influences and shit, it affects us big time. And we ain't finna pass that on to the next generations. It stops right here with us. The next generation, they're coming out with something else. These indigo children, they're coming out with something proper. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to keep it. So, you know what? I keep it all real with my children every day. Every day. 247, 365 days a year. Ever since they was born. You know? So, when I look at some other people out here raising the children, it's funny. Like, you know what I mean? These children are in control. I'm not saying children shouldn't have choices. I'm not saying you should deprive them of being children and all of that. No, no, no. But you know, children have limits. That's why they're children, because these are intelligent species. They always know what they're doing. They are aware. You know, I never underestimate them. I never ever underestimate these children, because they possess intelligence. You know, but what they need is guidance. So you need to guide them. You know, Europe doesn't know how to raise children, because the laws out here doesn't permit people to raise the children right. So even when the children be acting up, these parents will be like, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're born in Europe, they're born in... No, fuck all of that. Fuck all of that. I'm going to keep it straight African with you. No two ways about that. I'm going to keep it real, because that discipline has made us who we are today. We have discipline, you know. But when you watch a lot of kids being born out here in a white man's country, a lot of them don't have discipline. Why? Because the system has been designed not to embrace discipline. Your child can talk to pops anyhow or moms anyhow, but the child forgets that the parent is responsible for him. You know what I mean? These children go to school, the teacher's been telling them whatever they want to tell them. And they think like, yo, the teacher's my parent. Nah, fuck that. I'm going to keep it real with you. I gave birth to you. Without me, you're not in the world. Not your teacher, not a system. I am responsible for you. You know, the system will tell you, don't do this to your children, don't do that to your children. But the same system will come take your children from you when you ain't raising your children right. You know, that's how it is. This is how the devils play. And we ain't finna play the devil's game. We ain't finna do that. You feel me? So we got to impact, we got to bring this African spirit of humbleness, of love, of respect, and impact them into our children, instead of allowing these children to be controlled by somebody else's ideas. You know what I mean? Nigga, man, we ain't doing out here. We ain't doing that shit out here. When you watch my kids, they're special. They're special. They're really special because they're smart. They're smart, they're clever, and they're intelligent. You know, I ain't finna shower my children with a whole lot of fake stuff to make him feel like Papa loves you. No, Papa keeps it real with you. That's how Papa loves you, because Papa don't want you to grow up and some other people come controlling you. Nah, I ain't finna do that. You know what I mean? I ain't finna allow that. You know, for somebody else's mind to control mine, nah, it ain't happening. You know, because that's the love. That's the love Papa's gives you. That's the love pops and moms gives you to protect you. Because if we ain't telling you what is real, you're always going to be making mistakes. I know it's good not to alter people's timelines. You have to allow them to make their own mistakes and all of that. But they say what? Prevention is better than cure. Yeah, prevention is better than cure. It's like Neo. You know, when the Mr. Smith agents, you know, they chased Neo, and Neo didn't know who he was. And when he began to realize who he's becoming, or who he was, he started preventing these bullets, stopping them before even they fly from the guns. And that's prevention. You know, we lay out a blueprint and show you the guidelines so you can follow the path. It's a path. You know, probably we didn't have the strength to do that, but we's gonna pass that on to our children, and that's very imperative. You know, so keep it real with your children. Alles gut, Jaden. What is it, Jaden? What will you? What is it? What is the problem? Ja, mama komt straks, ja? Yeah, this Jaden right here. He's asking a lot of questions. He's asking a lot of questions. You know what I mean? That's it. But I'm telling him, Mama comes straks, okay? Yeah, that's a little dust right here. Mama's gonna come later, you know. So that's it. I'm not gonna play around with you. Oh baby, and all. Nah, dog. We don't do that. For real. T-Bone out here. Everybody being around me knows the bones and keeping it real. Water drinken laten. Ja? Je hebt net geketen. Hm? En je moet je niet water drinken als je klaar met eten. Je moet een beetje wachten. Ja? Zo papa komt water geven. Ja? Is goed. Ga maar zitten en tv kijken. Ja? Goed zo. That's it. They love me. My children lost me. Sometimes their mama be like, you too hard on these children. You too hard on these children. You're going to create this and that. I'm like, nah. Because, look, when somebody talks about you, when somebody, like, not talks about you, but when somebody, we have it in an African proverb, I can say tree, I can say it in an African way, but when they say a person who talks about you, like, you know, a person who advises you cares for you. But most of the times we always get twisted like, he likes too much talking. You know, some people also feel like, it's not my child, it's not my problem, I don't have to talk. People like that, you have to be very careful from them because they don't care. A person who doesn't care won't talk. A person who cares only talk. You know, because this is silence is going on like that. Are you going to be silent when your kids say ain't shit? So it's not golden to me at all. You know? So know what time is it?